We have another follower submission here. This one titled, "Am I the asshole for not missing work to drive my girlfriend to her oncology appointment?" Not liking the start of this one. My girlfriend thinks I'm selfish for not missing work to drive her to her oncology appointment. I, 42 male, and Kayla, 44 female, have been together since 2014. 8 years together. In July 22, my girlfriend started having problems with swelling in her legs and feet, but she continued to work, so it must not have been that bad. It's apparently his professional opinion as a trained doctor. Not. I kid. In October, she had an episode of severe pain and swelling in her stomach. She assumed the flu. She looked 8 months pregnant. I hope you didn't tell her that. She saw her primary care physician a month later and he sent her for tests and CT scan, and the results showed a 30-centimeter mass, suspicious for malignancy. She had to see an oncologist that is 4 hours away, and I could not take time off work. Besides, I make more money, and she has plenty of offers from others who could take her to the appointment. Did he really just say he makes more money, and that's why he didn't go? Bro, you make me sad. She kept to herself on the days leading up to her appointment. I let her be. The morning of the appointment, she left without waking me. She went alone and got home pretty late. When I asked her about it, she was livid and told me that if I was that concerned, I should have gone. I asked why she didn't wake me, and she asked, what would have been the point? She has been cold and distant. She thinks I'm selfish and self-centered because I couldn't be there. No. You mean wouldn't be there. She won't tell me anything about the appointment, but I know that it's bad as I overheard her crying while she was on the phone with her daughter. People have obligations, and I believe she needs to stop acting like the world revolves around her. You're making my job really easy here, dude. Really easy. So am I the a-hole for not missing work to drive my girlfriend to her oncologist? Yes! End of video. Yes! Okay, dude, let's think about this for a second. If you had to go to an oncologist appointment, and here I think is where you're just not getting it, because if it were you would probably be very fucking concerned. Concerned enough to be maybe scared. And in that kind of situation where it's potentially a life-altering, potentially life-ending kind of result, you would like to have your significant other there with you to help you through that time, right? Wouldn't you? Or would you be perfectly fine flying solo? I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, I'd be fine flying solo, but that's just to justify you not going here. You said you couldn't be there. You could be there. There's not an employer on this planet that wouldn't have allowed you to go to this. You move mountains. You get somebody to cover your shift. You be there for your loved one when they're going through the scariest shit of their life. That's all there is to this, man. This is not a Reddit post. This is a story that was sent directly to us. So I'm sorry that you're getting a wake-up call from me here, but yeah, dude, you are the asshole. That was a super huge asshole move. All of the love and the bond that you've built throughout this 8 years that you've been together is being shattered and destroyed right now because when it matters most, you chose to not be there. Do you understand how impactful and hurtful this is? I understand that you're not married. It doesn't matter. You've been together for 8 years. If you love each other, you're there for better or worse. This is the worst. And this is the time when she needs you the most. And you're treating it like it's not a big deal at all. It's obviously a very big deal to her. She's not acting like the world revolves around her. She's acting like her world could be potentially ending. And you have chosen to not give a shit. Can you imagine what that would feel like for someone? Can you? Let's try to put this into a situation that you would understand. Let's say you got a phone call and you got fired from your job. If your girlfriend was like, you need to stop acting like the world revolves around you. Quit being a pussy. That's pretty much the same kind of response that you're giving to her. Only her situation is a whole lot worse. This is not about money, dude. This is about life. Let's hope the universe can put out enough positive energy to help her get through whatever this is, however severe it is. But bet your ass that when she comes out the other side of this thing, she's going to be treasuring every moment that she has. And those moments are probably not going to include you because she just found out how much you really value her and how much you really value your life with her, which ain't very much. So you just stepped in a massive pile of shit. This was AskCon 1. This was a terrible human thing to do. You did the exact opposite of the thing that you should have done. You say people have obligations. Will you be requesting off work for her funeral if it comes to that? Will you be requesting off work for her procedures, for her treatments? Because she's going to need you there. And right now, The one person who is supposed to be in her corner no matter what isn't. And that has to be just elevating the fear throughout all this stuff. Of course, you heard her on the phone crying about things because she now feels like she's going through all of this alone. On top of being a dick and not going and just not putting any effort into it at all, now she's acting like it's just this big deal when it's not. You don't know, man. You don't know if it's not a big deal because you chose not to be involved. And that sucks really bad. If you want to fix this, you need to run the opposite direction as quickly as possible, and you need to overdo it until she tells you to back off. You need to be there for 100% of this and walk with her every step of the way, not expect her to just do this on her own and let you know when shit's happening. You need to go through this with her. If you really love her and if you really care about her, I'm questioning that based on what you've said here. You need to make a decision. Do you only love her when she's healthy, or do you really love her for her? And if you really love her for her, you need to step up and start acting like it, because this is some weak ass bullshit, man. You're an ASCON 1. You do have the opportunity to fix it. I hope she may already have learned everything she needs to learn and have built up a wall and you're done. You better hope that's not the case and that you can fix it, but you got to take action right now. You need to un-ASCON 1 yourself. Quick, boy. Fair warning, if you send a story in at reddit-saidit.com, we might just be letting you know that you're the asshole like we had to do for this guy. So when you send a story in, it doesn't mean it's going to be like, oh yeah, you're great just because you watch the content and you engage and you send us a story. That's not the case. I'm going to give you my real take on the situation here. And this take is an ASCON 1. That's some bullshittery that you need to fix, boy. Do it. Stop watching. Get off TikTok. Get off YouTube. Whatever it is. Wherever you're at watching stuff, get off it. And you need to go serve the woman that you love.